school, and then always wanted to be into coaching. When he went away to college at Eastern Michigan, he commuted back to Redford Thurston all the years as an undergraduate at EMU in Ypsilanti to help out that Thurston Ball Club, and then now has this job, his first year as head man at Southgate High School. And it must make you, in particular, feel old when you realize the head coach graduated from high school in 1981.
That is quite young. That's very young. And I think he's going to, I don't know the young man, but I think he's got quite a job in front of him, organizing a program and getting basketball off the ground there at the Southgate High School.
This is a ball club, Lofton, that won 3, count 'em, games all last year. They're 2-2 this season, so if they win tonight, they've already equaled their victory output of last season.
And evidently, he's on the right road. It'll just take a little time.
Well, he's missing his best player, a talented young man who apparently had an attitude problem, has left the varsity. And what Bob Simon is left with on the Southgate team is a lineup that'll feature tonight, if you can believe this, 4 guards in the starting lineup, none of them taller than 6 feet.
Well, they'll be small, although on the other hand, Fordson's not real big either.
Fordson 2-2 on the campaign so far. John McIntyre's got a problem. He's had to suspend 4 kids for this game only. Tell us about that.
In talking with John this evening, 4, as you said, 4 players are being disciplined tonight for they missed some practices during the holidays, so they have to pay for it.
How much will it affect Fordson?
That I can't say because I don't know just what role these 4 players took. But I think he has enough firepower that they can, they'll come along.
He relies on a 5-foot 5-inch guard, Walker Zabin. We'll see him a lot tonight. And again, we hope this will be a competitive matchup for you. But Southgate is a young program struggling at the present time. Lost by 46 points their last game out against Wayne just before Christmas. And again, Dearborn Fordson should be the favorite here tonight. We still got a few minutes, I think, until tip-off, so we're going to take time out right now for a break, and then we'll come back, and I think Mark Kelly will have a feature interview for us. We'll be right back. About 6 minutes or so away from the tip-off of this one, and Mark Kelly has a special guest with him. Mark?
Thank you, Bob. I'm here with Bob Simon, head coach of the Southgate Titans. Coach Simon, young age, 24 years old. The transition from going from JV to varsity at such a young age, what kind of pressure does it put on you as a coach?
The only pressure is having the kids get the respect for me, and once that's attained, the kids seem to adjust, and we get along real well.
Okay. What are your plans for this year? So far, the team is 2-2. Is there any outstanding goals that you have, or are you laying down a plan for this year and years to come?
Well, the problem in the past has been fundamentals, so we're basically going to work on passing, shooting, and dribbling, defensive drills. Team's only won 10 games in 3 years, so it's coming into a program that's very raw, not a lot of talent, but a lot of heart. So from that stage, we just have to build confidence in the kids, get them a lot of playing time, and build a program that they haven't had in quite some time.
What have you learned so far in this short first year that you have had with Southgate?
A lot of things to do. A lot of things to do and not enough time. So, but we take every day one step at a time, and it gets frustrating coming from a school where we had a program and the kids knew what was expected of them. Here, we're hoping that the JV and the freshmen and the junior high kids are going to see and reflect it in the years to come.
Now, a lot of coaches, when I come to interview them, I ask them what do they have planned for the immediate future, mostly because that they've already been seasoned veterans as far as coaching is concerned. With you, it's your first year. What do you see in Bob Simon's future to come?
In my future, well, lay it on the line. I guess I'd like to stay in high school basketball minimum of 10 years and then move on, maybe 6-7 years, and I'd like to take on an assistant coaching job at the college and eventually work my way up through that ranking. I went to school but never thought this is what I really want to do, and now I know what I want to do.
Okay, well, good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Bob Simon, coach of Southgate Titans. Bob?
Mark, thank you very much. Interesting story again, seeing how young Bob Simon will handle this one tonight, Lofton. Do you remember, those many, many years ago, your first year as a varsity head basketball coach at the high school level?
You wouldn't believe this, but I started coaching in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
A little school with only 3 teachers in it, and 2 of the teachers were named Green. I was Green number 2.
Should I ask you what year that was?
That was 1940.
1940. Game of basketball has changed just a little bit since then.
Drastically. Drastically.
We want to tell you about some of the upcoming games here for those of you who are Fordson High School basketball fans. Fordson will have Wayne coming up on January 12th. That's a Tuesday night as you look at the schedule here on your screen. Then Friday night, January 15th, 1 week from tonight, at least as we broadcast this game live to you. 1 week from tonight, Friday night, January 15th, they'll take on Trenton. On Friday, January 22nd, it's Monroe. On Tuesday, January 26th, Belleville will be here. And then on Friday, January 29th, we'll see Wyandotte. Tuesday, February 9th, West Bloomfield. And on February 25th, we have Lincoln Park in this Wolverine A League, which is, I understand, the remnants of the old Border City League. My alma mater, Grosse Pointe South, played in that league. In fact, I hate to say this, but I can remember coming here as a high school senior almost 20 years ago and seeing Grosse Pointe South High School take on Dearborn Fordson. So what you're looking at now is the remnants of that league.
Yes. I remember this, Jim, when I first came to River Rouge in 1943.
Hadn't changed much, has it?
It's been turned around.
Uh-huh.
We used to play cross-court here from the way the gym is built now.
Now, Dearborn Fordson has some outstanding athletic tradition. This basketball team 2-2 now, so I don't think John McIntyre knows exactly yet how good they can be.
So sometimes, you do your best coaching when you have a poor team. And I have an idea John will do some real coaching this year with this team.
In terms of our Friday night basketball schedule, and yes, you can tell we're filling a little time here as we're still, I would say, a couple minutes away from tip-off. Our Friday night basketball schedule, 1 week from tonight, finds us at Dearborn High School for what should be a terrific intra-city game between Edsel Ford and Dearborn High. Then on January 22nd, we'll have Monroe against Fordson. January 29th, Redford Union plays at Dearborn High School. On February 5th, it's Redford Union at Edsel Ford. February 12th, Dearborn will host Woodhaven. February 19th, Edsel Ford versus Dearborn at Edsel. And on March 4th, we'll close out our 10-game regular season schedule here on Cablevision of Dearborn with a game between Edsel Ford and Woodhaven. So we hope you've enjoyed it so far this year. This is our 3rd telecast. And we'll be with you for 7 more throughout the course of the prep basketball campaign here Friday nights in Dearborn. The 2 teams out on the court right now, and Lofton Green, I'll tell you, another way to measure the years as all of us grow older. The officials tonight, a friend of mine, Dan Bielski, who was an outstanding pitcher at Michigan State and runs the Wyandotte cable system, and his partner of 10 years, Jim Knope, were telling me down in the officials' locker room a few minutes ago that none other than Lofton Green gave them a big break when they started officiating.
I remember they worked for us over at River Rouge.
And have been together ever since. Well, we're just about ready for the starting lineups here tonight, and again, what you will see is a Southgate team that is certainly outmanned in terms of physical size. I mentioned earlier, or at least alluded to the fact that Terry Fugit, their top player and their biggest player at 6'4", has quit the team. In the words of his coach, Bob Simon, he felt he was, quote, too good for the team. So Fugate is no longer here, and the big role in terms of rebounding will thus devolve upon Kevin Skidmore, only a sophomore, only 6'2" tall, and the biggest man playing for the Titans here tonight. Skidmore averages just 3 points a game in